hearts beat to the city streets, and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running. As we lay awake in bed, it laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay young forever, we'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
I am frozen, I think. I'm just trying to get my camera working as I wish it would. Let's see. Could try this instead. Yeah, I guess we will have to work with a different camera today. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's up. I was trying to fix my connection issues. Good morning, good morning. Trying to fix connection issues, and apparently that also messed up my webcam. It's still having a bit its own life, and I have been trying to reconnect, and I'm actually afraid I need to cut the stream if I do so. Let's see. There we are. So yeah, I'm frozen in the beginning. Still trying to unfreeze me, but it doesn't want to today, which is weird. Um, so not sure what that is about at all. I hope you have audio at least. But it was complaining about streaming speeds and all sorts of things. Because apparently it seems that I don't know what's up with our internet connection, but it's not acting as it should be acting. I think that's kind of fundamentally what this comes down to. Yeah, it's just not acting how it should be. But yeah, good morning. I hope everything and everyone are fine. The biggest challenge I do have right now is obviously that my cam has decided to freeze. Maybe I don't know if I can sort of re-add it. That seems to be. Yeah. La la. I have my camera sort of fixed. Yeah, I do. Sweet. Okay. I did have to. I'm running out of USB ports on my laptop, so I did have to go back to touchpad mouse. Not ideal, but I will try to do my best this morning. Um, so it is morning. It is Wednesday morning. It is 8:40 a.m. Central European Time here in the Netherlands, and we have a cup of tea, and we have some crochet, and I have to start work in about 50 minutes. And as always, my faithful mug of tea contains a lovely tea, and the morning tea so far. We have gone with this concept of having a Pickwick teas, because Pickwick has these lovely tabs on their teas, which gives you this lovely question you can think a little about in the mornings. Some questions are much nicer than others, for sure. Some easier than answer than others, etc. Um, this one says nicely in Dutch, voor wie zou je door het vuur gaan? So that translates into English, for who would you like to go through fire? Or would you want to go through fire? Now, that is a good question, isn't it? I think anyone that I love, I would want to go through fire for, regardless of whatever issue it is, or even to save them. Yes, definitely. My family, my partner, even a few really good friends, I would probably go through fire for. Especially if I know I could make the difference. Of course, in any situation where you are, it's a worth a calculated risk. Is this realistic? Like, would I actually survive this, or wouldn't I? Like, survive it with a few burns? Sure, I'll do it. Would it kill me and not save the other one? Then I might have to reconsider, because I'm quite sure anyone would say it's nice that you saved me, but don't lose your life for it. So that's kind of my input on it. If you're rewatching the stream and you do have and you would like to comment on who you would like to go through fire for, please hit up in that comments down below. As we usually do, I do crochet on my firefly sweater, and we haven't gotten further since last week because I only do it on my Wednesday morning lives, which means that I need to do another 2 rows. I need to do a total of 15 rows on the left or right shoulder panel. To finish my back panel, I need another, let's see, 2, 4, 5, 10 rows. So we'll do another 2 rows today, and then we will have to call it the end if I reach 2 rows. Depends on how chatty we are, right? It's the front panel of my firefly sweater. I am only doing double crochets one side to the other side with a few decreases and increases. So it's a very simple, straightforward pattern. I'm holding 2 yarns double to do this, and the yarns I use are these, which is slightly ever so fluffy, and they are the Soft Sensation from Lamb Yarns. Lamb Yarns is a Dutch brand. The Soft Sensation are non-animal fibers. They do look a slight bit like mohair or kid silk, um, but they are in fact, I do believe it's 74 or 76% acrylic, and the remaining content would be polyamide. They're quite lightweight, just like kids mohair. So it's like 0.9 ounce skeins, but they do have like 220 yards. So quite some yarn. So basically what I do is I take out my stitch marker, and I will start working on 2 rows of double crochets while I'm hanging around with you absolutely amazing people. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We aren't many this morning. I can imagine that is a few reasons for that. I did notice that another streamer was online and streaming at this time, but also it is getting late in the Americas. And I don't blame people for having to go to bed to get up next morning for work or whatever appointments they have. Not everybody are suffering insomnia or night owls or whatever. I'm just happy for whoever who wants to peek in here and hang around with me. So, good morning, Helle, and good morning, Susanna. I hope you are having a great day so far, or what has been of your day so far. And yeah, I don't know. Slight minor update is that my negotiations for my settlement contract for becoming unemployed is almost around. Just having one thing I would like to get clarified a bit more clearly. I think it's just written in a bit awkward English. So the thing is, I've not been speaking Dutch my job. I'm employed as an English, well, not yeah, well, English, well, Danish speaker actually, but also a bit English. So everything comes in English, which I'm okay with. I read okay English, I understand fine English, etc. But it's formulated a bit odd. And I think maybe, I don't know if it's directly translated from Dutch to English, so it became a bit Dutchlish, I don't know what to say, Dutch English. It's but what I want to do is I want to make them clarify that piece a bit, because um, the agreement, part of the agreement, is about that I will be able to um, um, apply and accept new jobs before the official end date of my contract, because it first ends in November, which basically means any job I would apply to right now, I would have to tell them, but I can first start on November 1st, which isn't exactly an easy sell, right? Unless you're like really good and they just desperately want you. So yeah, I want to have this clause in that I won't lose any benefits listed in the contract should I get a job at an earlier date, and that they want me to start earlier, of course, at the approval of the company, but something along those lines. And right now, it's the contract is saying something like that I need to give at least 2 weeks notice before the end of the month. But I'm not sure if that means that I can only start at the first of each month, or if it's just general, you just need to give 2 weeks notice in any case, which I think is quite fair, right? Like giving 2 weeks notice before you officially end your employment at a company is very fair, especially given the fact that I've been permanently employed with them for the last 3 years or more. So I guess that part I'm pretty okay with, but I just need to make sure it's like a 2 weeks notice and not certainly a month and a half, in case. So I need to ask them to specify that a bit better in the written English, because right now it says something like, um, you need to give notice no later than 14 days before the end of the month or something like that. It sounds a bit funky. So that's my only amendment, and once that is round, I can sign it, and then I guess I can be comfortable in my dreams, knowing that that in any case I'm insured until November, um, and I can find new jobs without having to tell them, "Hey, I can first start in November." So generally, I'm thinking that's okay. I hope I have a final update on that on Friday's Yarn Talk video for those that's interested in that. But yeah, so Susanna, did you get your cup of coffee? Because I guess I'm not the only one with hot beverages right now. It's a bit funny day. It's supposed to be dry, but it seems a bit like grey and it's wanting to rain. Yet there's a sun that's trying to get through. Temperature wise, um, it's yeah. What is it actually? Well, we can maybe get Nightbot to help me here on that one. Let's see if it does want to help me. It should be by typing exclamation mark and your zip code, and if it doesn't register your zip code, you might need to enter city name. So let's see what it says. How is it according to the official weather channels here? Let's say, come on. Or did I mistype it? Nightbot is here. We have seen Nightbot, so there we have it. I am in Bemmel, which is in the Netherlands. It is cloudy. Well, I do definitely agree it's cloudy, with a temperature of 64 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 18 degrees. It should be a bit warmer today. We should heading closer to the 70-ish. Slight wind, current humidity 84. So that is probably the reason I feel it's grey and want to rain. It did rain yesterday a few times. But it's gonna get warm this week. Like Friday is 29 and Saturday is like 31, so we are gonna head towards 90 degrees, and 80s, begin 90s. So that's gonna be really warm. Summer's coming. Summer is coming along. So what is everybody working on? I am working on my firefly sweater, as you know. I'm about halfway through my first row of the 2 that I want to complete today. And I can see that it still complains about my stream speed. I do need to check into why the connection is so funky. I don't know why. I hope you see me all fine without too much laggy jumpiness. Because generally I normally don't have issues. I also have the 2 first of my 4 session of ice yarns posted. So on Monday, we will have another Sort My Stash 2024 video with my 3rd video containing ice yarns. And there is a 4th coming as well. Then from there, I have a video. I will have a video. I still need to record it. That's why I'm saying it like this. I will have a video containing the yarns that I got from Facebook marketplaces, what's left of it at least. So it's like a random stash, and I have an idea what's in it, and maybe I should sort that a bit better to kind of put some yarns together in a different way, but that's coming up. And then I found that I had a few hobby yarns that I didn't show in my hobby video, so I'll probably make a video for that as well. And then that would be Sort My Stash coming to an end. And yeah, there from there, we will then start something new. Don't know what that's going to be yet, but it's been enjoyable to go through all of my stash with you guys. Definitely quite enjoyable. Other things are done. I did finish my Varus shawl. I need to get it blocked. I need to weave in one tail, or is it two tails? But so that's done as well. So yeah, it's gonna be, I think, a good chatty Friday video. Got a few things started. Still one of the things more to do. Still looking for ideas for other things. I do have other ideas, etc. So I'm not gonna be bored. I think that's probably the best description of everything. But it is and has been a busy period. And it will probably be another busy period still. It's still busy at work, but also then I will need to start looking for alternative jobs, I guess. You know, I am ready for a new adventure. It's gonna be good. Gonna be really good. It sounds like. So Helle says it sounds good, and she's working on a surprise. And when she writes surprise, I have a feeling that is a surprise for me. That could be a surprise for me. Who knows? We will have to see. I also found, and that was while I was sort of semi-sorting my my like good Facebook deals, like when I've bought other people's stashes of yarn. In one of those, there was some more, I would not say soft cottons, but like thicker cottons, which is, they are cotton yarns, but they are definitely not as soft as I would use them for garments or something like that. I think I actually just want to use that yarn to be very simple, straightforward, and make dishcloths from them, or scrubbies or something like that. You know, dishcloth is maybe not the right word. It's more like it's a tiny piece of cloth that you can like soak in water and clean tables, etc. with. Like, that's my thinking, because I don't really know what to use the yarn for, and it's made of cotton, so it's actually perfect for these. For Dutch people, you would say vaatdoek. For the Danes, they would say væskekloth. And I think that would be fine with it. And I just want to make something simple, like corner to corner pattern for it. I think that would make sense. That would make sense, I think. We are almost at the end here of the first row. So yes, I think this morning I will definitely reach 2. So that's nice. So that's a few things that I want to do. And I also need to consider other things that I could bring with me as a project in a car, because I will be traveling a bit again. I have ideas. I still have my new shawl for behind the TV. Maybe I'll end up bringing that with me. Could be. But I think I want something for in the car, and maybe something when I'm there if it happens to be bad weather and we stay indoor and there's nothing else to do or whatever. Like just some sort of, I wouldn't call it emergency project because that sounds so wrong, but some extra projects I want to bring. So that was the first row. We are gonna make a turn. on this and do the rest. But yeah, I like surprises. I do, mostly at least. So yeah, not much crazy further that going on. It's summer. Here in this region, they have these Vierdaagse. Yesterday, they were walking through our city. Basically, it is one big walking event where people trail hike around the countryside according to a set route. And that's like they do that for days. So 4 days. And if you walk the, should we say grown up, the normal adult route, you would do 4 days of 50 kilometers around in the area here. And yesterday they walked through our city, yesterday morning, afternoon. Actually, afternoon, they turned it around. The route, that is. But they walked through our city yesterday afternoon. And that was reasonably noisy. I could hear it from here, even though it was like a kilometer away from me. I could hear it at home if I had the door opened to the garden, so there was a bit of background noise. And the parties in the city of where everything happens, and you can hear it here as well if there is no wind and you have the doors open. It's pretty crazy, which is like another, I don't know, 3-4 miles away. So it is, I guess, party times around this area of the year. And then I just hope it dries up a bit more. Yeah. See what the future will bring. So far, it's just nicely onwards. We do have a new lurker in here, I can see, because we aren't that many, so it's easy to keep track on how many people are on the stream. If you haven't done it yet, do please give me a like on that like button. I would very much appreciate it. For anybody watching the restream, happy for you to do that. Trust me, I very much appreciate the support. This is small things, and that's just how it is. You know, it's the thought of liking to have a day every morning where I can do a bit of crochet and hang around with you guys. I actually like it. It just calms the mind before I have to start work. Obviously, my first start today will be to contact our human resource department and say that I wouldn't say I disagree with the paper, but that I want to make sure it's a bit more clarified if it's a 2 weeks notice or if it's a 2 weeks before the end of the month. So in the sense of that I can only begin a new job on like 1st of September, 1st of October, etc. But it still requires a 2 weeks notice. It's slightly ever so uncertain, so I need to make sure that we can get that hashed out slightly ever so bit better. Yeah, but it's fair enough. Those that wrote the contract, they're Dutch, and you know, maybe it's, I don't know if it's just because it's been too direct translated that it's not making completely sense to me, even though I might be able to understand it even if they sent it to me in Dutch. But yeah, 5 pieces of paper with like legal stuff is boring to read, but you still need to make sure to cover your ass that it's nice. They do even say that you should ask legal advice, and I have the feeling that I have understood this well enough that I don't need to spend a fortune on a lawyer. Probably also because looking at the end result of this, yes, I will get some money, but it's not a fortune. Like, had it been 10 times the amount, I'd probably be more open to say, hey, let's get somebody to actually look this through to make sure my ass is well covered, right? But that's probably the only thing. And then it's, I guess, time to hunt for a new job. And the question is if it's worth investing in a car if I find a job that does require you to go to the office, even though I've been pretty happy working from home. I have to admit that's been very, very enjoyable. So yeah, or find something where public transportation is easier, but it's not. They aren't hanging on the trees, but there are a few options out there if they want me, of course. We will have to see. I have a friend who likes me to join them. I actually have two, and it's two very different things, quite jobs or works. And I'd definitely be more keen on one than the other. But they are probably not accepting any applications until in about 3-4 weeks from now. Because that will be event related. And there's a massive event coming up for those that's unaware. But I don't think you are, because the Olympics in Paris is coming up. Like it starts in 10 days, less, 9, something like that. Which means I do believe first competition day might be in 10 and the opening is in 9. Which means that for me, I'll be watching when able. Um, it's it's something that I've always enjoyed. I remember the first Olympics I ever watched on TV was back in 1992. That was in Barcelona. And then I've enjoyed watching the sports and the Olympics generally ever since, various events. But some sports are more difficult to watch on TV, I guess, than others. I will have to find the streams for what I want to see if there is a specific stream. It was really nice because when it was in Tokyo, and it sounds wrong to say 2020 because it was physically in 2021. I had a temporary job during that summer working for Discovery Plus, who's like main sponsor for the Olympics. And we had to help customers who wanted to watch the Olympics but had issues and so on. But as a part of that job, we actually also got a free Discovery Plus subscription. But that's unfortunately expired. So I don't know if maybe I just, need a month of subscription for Discovery Plus and then I can watch the Olympics or rewatch it, which is not a bad idea because some of these events they are happening when I have to work. That sucks, but it's what it is. So I'm considering if I just need a month subscription and then drop it after that to be able to watch some of the things. That is what I am considering. Could be. Could be. The challenges then, of course, with the Discovery Plus, it's just for a month, or it's Dutch, or I'm not home all of the time, so I don't know. I will need to look what options there are if there's any streams outside of that, because I'd imagine that Discovery Plus is still offering streams from all venues. There are spots I watch more than others, so we are almost coming here to an end. Yeah. And we still have somebody that's sneak peeking with us. But it's been a silent morning, and that's all right. That's all right. As I said, not sure what future brings, but I'm sure we will find something. Or I will find something to do. Also not gonna stress about it. I've been very clear. One of the reasons I wanted those terms is like, I don't want to take the first and the best job out there. I just want a job that I would enjoy doing, because it is something that you will be stuck with for a while, right? And because you are more secured in the Netherlands if you don't quit your job, but if you actually get fired. Because if you do quit your job on your own, you do not have any rights for unemployment fees. Therefore, when I do get a new job, I need to make sure it's a job I like, unless I just desperately, shortly need some cash, which is not the case yet, at least. So yeah, I am actually very close to the end of this row. I don't know about you guys, if you managed to do anything during this chit chat, but you have been silent, so I do hope that is because you got a lot of crocheting or knitting done, while hearing to me ramble along around a bit of crochet and a bit of Olympics and a bit of work-life situation. Yeah, because I just finished the last stitch here. I'm going to insert my stitch marker. That was 2 full rows. Maybe I could reach a third, but I'm not actually going to take the gamble because I don't want to stress before work. But that was 2 more rows, which means that I have another 8 rows to go on this, and that would be 4 more weeks, basically, if everything goes well. Actually, it will be 5, because in 3 weeks' time, I think. Yeah, I'll be here the next 2 Wednesday mornings. But on 7th of August, I won't be here. I will see if I can figure out something else for you guys. But don't. It's yeah. In 3 weeks' time on the 7th, I won't be here. But I'm definitely gonna be here next week Wednesday, unless something happens. Everything precautionary, life happens, and the same goes for the following. So the 24th and the 31st, I'll be hanging around with you guys. On the 7th of August, I'll be absent for a bit, and then I will be back again on the Wednesday mornings. Yeah, I think that was it for today. Thank you for hanging around with me for so long. Even though it was short and sweet, I managed to finish another 2 rows of my firefly sweater. I have another 8 rows to go before I need to start the 2 sleeves and then wrap the rest up. And hopefully, well, I do need to block those pieces, because when I did the swatching stated including blocking. So that is what I need to do. I do need to block the pieces. But I'm happy with where I got today, because some mornings I don't reach 100% what I would like to, but this one I did. That's it. And this is really warm still. Wow. I'm sometimes so surprised how warm this mug keeps my cheese, but it's still very warm. And the last time, if you're rewatching this and you want to share it with us, who would you like to go through fire for? For me, I said it's my loved one, all my loved ones, as long as it's a realistic call and that would actually save them. If it's a pre-assessed assumption that it's too late, it seems obnoxious to do it, and I hope that they will all understand and respect that. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's it for this morning. I hope you enjoyed hanging around with me. I certainly always enjoy hanging around with you guys, even though we weren't a lot. I still enjoyed hanging around with you, and I hope you will hang around with me again next week, Wednesday, when it will be time for my next week morning tea, crochet and yarn hangout event. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to say thank you, take care, and happy crafting. And I will see you all on Friday in my yarn talk video, which is a summary of all my yarns things, where I basically catch up on my current projects, how far I've gotten since last, etc. So that's it. Take care. Bye.